Gadies, Lentlemen, Goys, Burls, and all variations of the species. Welcome to a very special episode of the Unmonetisables, the official podcast of the Fort Chronicles and Stepsister podcast to the Indie Scott Stepworks, Scots with Soul podcast, as well as CD Uncle podcast to the unofficial official podcast. My name is Captain Privilege, and with me through no choice of their own this week are Grandmaster Tech.
Yep.
It definitely sounds like it's not Page's choice this week. And Yagi Young.
You got your names wrong. You're fucking Grandmaster Privilege and he's Captain Tech.
Okay, we're not doing name swapping.
And I'm not Yangi Young. I'm Dr. Yangi. I don't know where the young dark side is.
You can't just take whatever fucking rank you want. And as ever, with us in the chat, live for the greatest talk show on fucking earth, the host. And an array of fucking absolute talent and beautiful people. We have Amber. You want to say hi, Amber? Hey. Anthony.
Alright.
Charming.
What's so funny about that?
If I put you in a downer or something, son, you're right, yeah.
I'm fine, aye.
Manny.
No.
Manny's still here.
Manny's no one. Just fuck off and go to the next country.
Zemblock.
To infinity and beyond.
Plenty.
Wow, guys! Wow, what a mixed reaction, mixed bag it is this week. Like, I don't know, like, what's going on with y'all, man?
Four of us were up till 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Listen, I didn't ask about your fucking chatterbait habits, Yangi, but if that's what you're all into, then fair enough. You know what I mean? I certainly don't care.
It's a fun time. We all enjoyed it.
I don't care about your relationships, alright? But people who do care, apparently, are Pokemon's fans, as they recently found out Pokemon has a boyfriend and have mass unsubbed. What'd you say, man?
Did they think they all had a fucking chance?
Karma's got to be unsubbed to that, isn't that right, Tony?
Oh, I definitely.
Were they honestly like, oh wow, look at this attractive female streamer, me, the tiny little fucking virgin that's like just a 4 out of 10 has, you know, such a chance to get with her because I donated to 10 quid on a stream.
Yangi, Tony's in the room.
That's fine. It's not as if I was trying to talk or anything there, but carry on, son.
To be honest, I couldn't hear you. Speak up, son.
I'm going to end your career, you know that?
Right, okay. Right, what were you going to say there on Pokemon? Could we keep on topic?
I said Karma's a wee simp, if he's watching.
Karma's a wee simp? Oh, it's Karma a wee Pokemon simp.
Can Manny's explain to me why this is live streaming?
What do you mean live streaming? Where?
It's no live
We are live streaming on Twitch.
Ooh, great, because I hit start streaming instead of start recording. Whoopsie! Why not? Cheers, man.
And folk thought I didn't have my shit together this morning.
Well, maybe if you'd have fucking responded me a couple of times, I could have paid attention to what I was doing and know what you were fucking doing, right? Don't start blaming
it on everyone else.
Yeah, that's
your
right.
Misclick on everybody
A good captain knows how to delegate comes to blame as well, right?
Sorry, we don't normally start until 2:30 anyway.
Exactly, we're early this week. We're fucking early. That was just a bat signal out to anybody that hasn't joined in yet. But
exactly.
Yes, Pokemon famous for.
Hold on, because it's a bat signal, because it's us, can it not just be a twat signal?
No, that's your specific brand signal.
I saw that coming a mile off.
Yeah, mine's a giant PP. But anyway, back on track here. Pokemon, famous fucking Twitch streamer, vacuous, contentless, absolutely dry, boring, just reactionary kind of crap. Nothing interesting, nothing new to report here. Exposed several times for hitting her titles of her streams that she was actually gaming at a certain level, Pokemon like Silver, Blue, whatever, all this sort of shit, Platinum runs, whatever. I don't know Pokemon chat because I'm not a dork, but exposed for not having done that. And then, and then lately, everyone's favourite comeback comedian, commentator Leafy, done a little video on her, which stemmed from a spat on Twitter with Keemstar. Keemstar merely said Pokemon 2 out of 10. And Pokemon and our fans went on the rampage saying, how dare you comment on our looks? At which point Keemstar very cleverly turned around and gave it the, I wasn't commenting on her looks, I was commenting on her streaming capabilities. So Leafy came out, hit up the video, and at the end of the video also exposed that she actually has a boyfriend. And since then, not only she dropped, I think it was somewhere in the region of tens of thousands of subs, or at least thousands of subs. She is taking a break. She needs a break. AFK dot was the post she wrote, the twit longer, where she went into a host of reasons, none of which related to her having a boyfriend or being at the wrath and ire of the shitlord incel community that is YouTube and Twitter fans.
The funny thing is, maybe she's always had a boyfriend, they just didn't know.
Somewhat unrelated, my friend recently got blocked by Keemstar because they kept sending him a picture, like, on every post it was Keemstar just half naked, like, with his arms on, like, a chainmail.
Yeah, that's just clout chasing, bro. I mean, Ricky Berwick nearly got blocked for that kind of shit because he was just constant shit hawking at the back of folks' posts.
Funny,
but they learned to love him, I suppose. He's got a wee bit more talent than that, you know. But yeah, so rest in peace, Pokemon. Hope she comes back after a long needed fucking break, and I hope she also retains the simpage she had beforehand. Everyone knows she has a boyfriend.
I'm not entirely clear what exactly a simp is.
Well, the traditional sense is that basically it's guys, it's your beta male orbiters around a streamer or around a girl that will send her money and give her money.
Hey Piggies,
has been
basically.
construed. It has, with the implication or with the hope or the mindset that they will then get something more from it. But obviously, it's been the meaning has been somewhat misconstrued over the course of the few months because, like, famously, iDubbbz's girlfriend started an OnlyFans account, so everyone started to call him a simp. But that didn't quite make sense because it was his girlfriend that was the. But you know, that's just how it kind of goes.
Okay, because I'd heard so many interpretations, I was getting a bit lost on what a simp actually was and was not.
Yeah, they butchered it, man. They butchered the meaning. They killed it. They murdered it, just like Marty Jannetty. So this name's going to fly over a bunch of y'all here.
What about Marty Jannetty?
Marty Jannetty, the wrestler?
Yes, I know who it is.
Classic old school wrestler, run about the time of your Shawn Michaels and what have you, names that still resonate to this day. Was actually in a tag team with Shawn Michaels. Admitted on Twitter to, quote unquote, the first time I ever made a man disappear. He claims to, when he was a teenager, not of age, had been trying to buy some weed at a bowling alley off a known dealer who tried to grab him behind the bowling alley and tried to force himself on him.
Treat him like a bowling ball.
So, yeah. So Marty Jannetty, by his own admission, made him disappear. But unfortunately, he did go on to use the F slur in describing the gentleman. Then also started having it out with his ex-partner, wife, I'm not sure, blaming their breakup on her quote-unquote Jamaican rage, and was exposed for using the, well, not actually using the N-word, but using the N-word with the asterisks in text messages whilst describing what was going on.
You may as well stop using it.
Really fucking weird, man. Like, I was shook when I seen this shit because, like, being a bit of an older gent, a slightly older gent than you, I do remember him quite prolifically. And to not hear someone's name for so many years, and we'd actually been mentioned, I don't know who or what or why, but it came up in conversation a couple of times recently. and he propped back up in some videos where they were talking about old school wrestling recently. So for this to be the fucking big debut, and specifically the first time I ever made a man disappear. So there's been more than one, Marty. What the fuck, Marty? Why are you confessing on Twitter, Marty? What is going on? Does the statute of limitations still apply?
I mean, unless you're David Copperfield, that's a troublesome statement.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame to see some of your old heroes and idols kind of, you know, wither away and decline and become these fucking troublesome monsters, you know. But I suppose that happened before he fucking made it. That happened when he was a young teenage lad, so...
It was a constant.
It was a what?
A constant.
Oh, what does that mean? This is the Lost, what are you talking about? Well, you know.
I do not know what a constant means.
Yeah, but I'm always expecting some double fucking meaning with you, mate. You know what I mean? That's...
No, I wasn't sleeping shop.
Well, Marty Jannetty being a fucking cold-blooded murderer doesn't get your blood going, Manny, no?
Mate, half of the cunts in Easterhouse are cold-blooded murderers.
Okay,
I call them
but
my neighbours.
it's not a competition, bro. What the fuck? Alright, maybe this will get you excited then. Alright. Maybe a different type of return to fucking mainstream. Dr. Disrespect.
Yes.
Popped up his fucking stream on Thursday night, and it was just a holding screen with a bunch of radio clips in between some fucking retrowave shit. The radio clips were him, Johnny Vandini here, slagging a bunch of other Twitch stars and streamers, putting little digs in, having a laugh. That went on loop after an hour, and it peaked at, I think, about 330,000 people watching. Before he let out on Twitter that he would be going live fully on Friday night. And at that peak, when he did go live, over 500,000 people were watching the doc. Not only returning to streaming, but actually returning to YouTube. I didn't realise he'd started on YouTube way back when, over like, I think he said it was something like 15 years ago or something. Well, it wasn't even 15 years ago. 11 years ago, thanks for the correction there, yeah. So, anyone catch that? Anyone got any thoughts on that?
Mate, it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was pretty, I don't want it. It was pretty cool.
It was amazing. I liked it.
So anyone
The way he done shit.
yeah, anyone who has
I
to
think we
watch
kind of saw it coming. Like, I mean, if you can't stream on Twitch, you're going to stream on YouTube. And Mixer's gone, so, you know.
Well, that was actually kind of a big part of why they
Mixer
reckon what's
became fully
happened.
blended.
I'm sorry, Yanni. I didn't realise Privilege was talking there.
It's quite. I'm sure he'll learn to turn up volumes in his Discord.
I don't know about that one, Privilege.
Right. What happened is was when people were being coaxed over to Mixer, you know, famously Ninja and I think it was Shroud got coaxed over to Mixer. They fucking got offered big money. Now,
I remember that, yeah.
Dr. Disrespect was offered money, but what he done was he went back to Twitch and went, look what they're offering me. I'm gonna fuck off unless you pay me something similar. Or what have you got to offer me, basically? So Twitch paid through the fucking nose to keep him from jumping to Mixer. However, fast forward to a couple of months down the line, Mixer fucking dissolves. Oh shit, we're on the hook for this money that we don't need to pay him. Fuck it, let's find a good ass reason to ban this motherfucker so we don't need to pay him the rest of the money.
And they couldn't find a reason, they just banned him anyway.
Well, I mean, he still to that stream maintains that he hasn't been made aware of an official reason. There isn't an actual reason for why he's been let go. So
Yeah, 'cause his whole line has been like, I have absolutely no idea why this happened.
Partly his
If
lawyers
they
are
just
still
stopped
looking
paying
at
him
it.
that money, they could have still made a lot of money from him if they just didn't ban him.
yeah, well, I mean, they kind of fucked up here because he's done the right thing. He's took a gap, he's took a break, he's let the hype build, He's obviously paid a bunch of motherfuckers to make some really cool like highlight reel videos, big hype highlight videos, and that's how his stream kind of kicked off. And it was like Tony said, it was fucking really epic, man. I was trying to watch.
The highlight's still on YouTube. It's honestly, go give it a watch.
Brilliant, yeah.
I haven't already.
And if you've never seen what he does, he's very, very quick, daft with these scenes and stuff.
He puts on an act.
Walking in and out of screens and pretending like he's driving and stuff. Yeah, well, obviously, yeah. Anyone who doesn't even know what Dr. Disrespect is, yeah, he's a character actor essentially, and it's a full blown character that he plays while he's fucking streaming it. It's something to watch, but it was something else to watch. All those motherfucking donations flying in for the stream had literally been up for 24 hours, and then when he went live, it was just like ping, 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 Champions Club, $4.99 to join through the YouTube channel subscription model. So
I have to wonder how many people were actually doing that just to say fuck you to Twitch, because Twitch has stopped a lot of people for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I can't blame them, to be honest. What's funny is that I don't go out my way to watch people on Twitch. If I find out someone I like is streaming on Twitch, I'll go and catch them on Twitch. Or someone I know, fair enough. But I didn't watch Dr. Disrespect on Twitch. See, now he's on YouTube, I'll probably fucking watch it. I'll probably put it on in the background a little more. You know, he was instantly crying out like, right, so who we jamming with here? Because apparently Twitch have fucking told people they can't appear on his stream. So people who are on Twitch can't play with Dr. Disrespect. So he's now having to look for actual other gamers that he can legally get away with playing with on YouTube. Obviously, folk were shouting out the dumb answers, you know, the Keemstars, the PewDiePies, the Linus Tech Tips and stuff like that. But
well, Linus Tech Tips and him at the same time, and that talk about two sides of a coin. Jeez.
I mean, the only sad thing is that when he finishes a stream, he will no longer have the capability to raid. And speaking of raids, everyone's favourite YouTube star just
Raid Shadow Legends.
Just got a real special kind of raid, you know? The kind of raid that you always wanted to see as a kid, but never really thought would happen to you, when 2 fucking truckloads of officers in military uniform come flying through your fucking LA mansion and rip it to fucking shreds as the FBI got tore into Jake Paul's Team 10 fucking house.
And just for clarification, this wasn't a swatting.
No, it wasn't a swatting. No, the rumor is that this may have been linked to him fucking about with the riots/protests, because he may have crossed state lines against lockdown rules in that state when he done so.
Yeah,
but obviously,
2 trucks.
having had these. Well, it was 2 trucks with the army boys, but there was like another couple of trucks of just plain clothes federal officers at the back of that.
For crossing state lines.
Well, as I was going to say, I reckon it's a mix of he's been having parties, flagrant fucking parties with no mask, no social distancing, literally saying he doesn't give a fuck. Then over and above that, there's fucking all sorts of weapons got removed and were seen on site, whether they were like airsoft guns or paintball guns, whatever. They were strewn across the property, just lying about. So there's every chance the feds have maybe cased the joint a little bit and went, what are all these fucking guns? Now, in conjunction with this, what's really came out is that a certain friend or companion of Jake Paul's happened to used to be a fucking convicted felon pimp, and was convicted for torturing and abusing young women and pimping them out. Since then got out of jail and wormed his way into Jake Paul's good graces. And according to Team 10/Jake Paul's ex-manager on Drama Alert, was using Team 10 and using the Team 10 Instagram account to groom women pretty much to prostitute. There's been allegations of sexual assault, the R word sexual assault, and yeah, basically this really doesn't look good for Jake Paul. This other guy's house.
Podcast is took a bit of a fucking dire turn.
Did you just wake up again?
Paying attention, and then I just zoned back in to hear that.
Was I not going to fucking address the Jake Paul story? You know what I mean? Was I not going to cover it? You know, I don't know, man. There's been some happy stories. It perks up in Twitter moments, Manny. Everyone waits on Twitter moments, okay? So be complaining. Go back to sleep. God.
So when's Logan Paul going to film his career?
Film his career? What?
Because it's fucking dead.
Oh! Why is his brother? Why are you attacking the pristine, the pristine reputation of Logan Paul?
I'm literally just watching my stream back for last night, and I watched myself just down an entire whiskey, and I nearly threw up.
That's just a visual
Hot
image I
take.
really didn't want to see, man, or think about. Thanks.
I was very tempted to put a counter up for the amount of times you went for a piss.
I really thought you were going to say how many times they offered a different kind of deep throat.
Shut up.
Okay, right.
So, no takers then? No give a fuck about Jakey Paul, Jakey boy, getting a league with gangsters?
It seems it's just a good thing that he's on the way out, because I never really thought much of him before, and I think he will listen.
Yeah. One Paul brother down, one to go, we reckon?
It's one of those situations where I'm sitting here thinking, am I really that surprised?
I mean, I kind of was, because I was expecting a lot. I was expecting something completely different. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting
Something
anything other
ridiculously
than
stupid?
yeah, he's been pals with a pimp who acts like a fucking gangster, who's wheedled his way in to get hold of the Team 10 Instagram account, who has literally been using that to R-word chicks. You know, fuck. So, but hey ho. As Manny pointed out, it's getting a bit grim, it's getting a bit dire, it's getting a bit tasteless, but there's nothing more tasty than the fucking seminal, absolute fucking top piece of content that the show offers every week.
Twitter moments!
Wow, you managed to perk up the energy today. Nice.
Right, that's still my last bit of energy. You can fuck off. That's what you fucking bastards are getting. Be grateful.
Be grateful, I love it.
Manny, I appreciate it.
Fuck you, Yagi.
I was sure you would be able to do it, brother, so I'm pleased.
Fuck you as well, Zion Block.
Oh,
It's just one of those days.
I was being all supportive than that.
I don't want to talk now, I'm scared.
We're not just lining up to get tilted.
I'm in wounded bear mode, okay? You don't approach a wounded bear because you end up ripping your fucking throat out.
It's in a bear trap.
That's half of the folk in Glasgow.
I shut it, Winnie the Pooh.
Shh. Sleepy time.
It's a bear in it.
Right, just give me one more second here, folks. I'm just making sure we're queued up for tunes when the tunes run out. But yes, folks, this is the only segment of the show that expertly dissects your primitive planet's creatable culture in the form of trending and topical Twitter moments that are tailored specifically to my timeline. But there is nothing more fucking stunning than the fact that TikTok may be over, but maybe not, as there is a last-ditch hope from everyone's favourite transhumanist, fucking Bill Gates and Microsoft making a play to buy TikTok.
At this
Fuck
point,
TikTok, let's move on. Next story.
At this point, any news that seems to be coming out of the States, at least what appears to be coming out of the States, I'm just like, oh, just shut up. It's got to that point where it's just like, you know,
think it this way. Without TikTok, what content are you going to have for your YouTube channel bar this podcast?
Original content, unlike some people in this voice chat.
I love TikTok. You're all just a bunch of haters. TikTok is fun. TikTok is good funs. Okay, it's wholesome. It's also a bit edgy at points, but that's, you know, that's the
I'll be back in a minute, and I'm going to go key on my wall.
Again.
I was going to laugh at that, Tony, but then I realised that Yang has a YouTube, so it's not funny anymore.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I laugh at his content, it's actually good.
Oh,
that's who we should.
thank you.
Yeah.
We work
have
hard.
fun.
Listen, we're the ones that did TikTok review videos, okay? To absolutely fucking astounding views. All right,
What did you think of Kesha then?
Kesha.
At TikTok.
Oh God, no! I wouldn't watch her on a fucking, on a fucking, I don't know, on a fucking SpaceX cam out in space. Never mind fucking TikTok. Shit. What's she been doing on her TikTok?
Learning about assault and stuff.
Oh God.
Promoting her new finance app, Cash App.
Oh God.
It's actually not a bad idea.
You know what?
Oh my, that's
I'll
not a
be back
bad
in a
idea.
minute.
Cool.
I think I've just killed Manny.
So, going on that streak, Yangi, what would be cash converters?
No, let's not. Yeah, this. Kesha's all about cannibalism and Satanism. We don't promote that here. This is a.
What about if
godly.
if Kesha was in a Pokemon movie, would she be Ash Kesha?
Man, they're just rolling in hard
That's
today,
right,
like.
She's gonna watch this fucking podcast and she's gonna have some beefers and she's gonna come up and she's gonna say, "Cash me outside." How about that?
That's what I come back to.
I like how you got uber hopeful and completely into the realms of Navier, you joking pal, and then you ended it with an awesome gag.
Brilliant.
That's off to you.
But you Kesha coming back a fucking lawyers, then we wouldn't even get we like, here, Kesha, watch the video.
I'm just more impressed that Yagi managed to string together two at once, not unlike the Bella twins, who just gave birth to babies one day apart. That's
Because
kind of creepy and weird.
They both had the threesome with the same guy.
Oh, with different guys.
yeah.
4-way. Why limit it to 3, Tech?
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You have to start somewhere.
Genetic experiment if it'd been the same bloke to see if it'd be twins again and two sets of twins that look the same as each other.
Fun fact: the children of twins are actually genetically siblings.
Yeah, we don't do twin experiments around these parts. We left that to the Nazis and World
Yeah,
War
the
II.
Nazis.
That's kind of gross, yeah.
I mean, we leave that to fucking proud search history and all. Like,
Ha 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 ha! What the fuck?
Oh, what are you doing, Steph?
Oh, that was a Rick Mail, ha ha ha! If I've ever heard one, like.
Yeah, it's like what? Okay. Yeah, I search Nazis. That's what I do.
Unfortunately, I think some of our listeners may not remember Rick Mail, which is bad.
I've got a feeling
But they will remember this Thailand anti-government protest that was Harry Potter themed.
What?
Oh, get this in the Twitter moments. I need to see this.
governmentus deletus.
Oh, extradition.
Protesters gathered on Monday in Bangkok to demand reforms to the monarchy of King Maha Vajiralongkorn. Some were dressed as characters from J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, and what demonstrators said was a reference to vanquishing injustices under the military-backed government.
Who's Harry Potter series?
It's J.K. Rowling.
It was written by fucking Daniel Radcliffe. Well, the movies were written by him, and then J.K. Rowling ported them to shitty fucking books.
We don't know her.
That's just not true, Yangi. Okay, you can't just erase women's history like that. Okay, that's probably misogynist what you just done.
Have you met J.K. Rowling? But
I wouldn't call her much a woman.
Listen, one bad deed does not fucking undo another.
100 beats.
Speaking of one bad deed not doing another, Ethel clawed at the door to get in the room a wee bit ago, and then clawed to get out of the fucking room, and is now clawing to get back into the fucking room.
The
Ethel is
escapades of
a cat. Confirmed.
Ethel is a Greek, Egyptian god,
Anubis.
apparently, after fucking concentrating. But that's a different era. That's a
Kinda like
different
licking the back
time.
of my leg, hold on.
Just like Miley Cyrus's new music hints at a new era with the throwback video. What?
New era, what? She's inventing
What's she
it.
gonna throw back to Hannah Montana? Please God, no.
The singer hinted at her upcoming album by posting a video from her 2007 track Start All Over, and fans are excited to meet Miley Cyrus again.
I mean, I'd have preferred a Wrecking Ball throwback.
Yeah. Or a drug, we're back.
We do Molly. We do whatever we want. This is our life. We can't stop. We won't stop.
Why do you know the lyrics?
Because that was a fucking jam. Didn't even lie. That was a fucking slamming
I don't know the song you're talking about.
You get the best of daddy issues.
Is that our song, or is that just...
You get the best of... Fuck. It was a shit joke.
Once again, yet another moment of the stream when I'm happy I'm into metal. Oh my God.
Well...
Miley Cyrus does metal.
But
Can
she
imagine
kind
that.
of flirted with gothy, rocky kind of shit at one point. When that was the working, she then skipped over to hip hop.
Do you know what?
Stuff.
I think she could fucking cover the national anthem in every country, and she could start with Miley Cyprus.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
that is enough of the wordplay, bro. Holy shit,
Oh,
that is dire. Yeah.
I'm beginning to feel as bad as Tech.
Let's leave that throwback. Let's leave that to that era of the podcast. All right.
You're not quite
Yeah.
a Manny level yet, Zen Bloke, so you're still alright.
Alright.
But speaking of historical,
Many levels when you're hungover and angry at the world for being hungover.
Now.
speaking of historical moments in music history, not to be outdone by Miley, of course, Taylor Swift has makes history on the Hot 100 and Billboard 200.
What?
Taylor
At
Swift
number
becomes the first
100 and
artist-
number 200 respectively.
Taylor Swift becomes the first artist ever to debut at number 1 on both the Hot 100 and the Billboard 200 in the same week that Folklore Bon Iver gets their first Hot 100 top 10.
All I know is, Trev, you need to charge your fucking phone.
You love it, don't you? You
I
love it.
really don't. It is deep levels of anxiety
Yeah.
This is like a
mate.
because it keeps getting less and less each week.
this is like a
Mobile.twitter.com. Why don't you just use the fucking app?
I feel so like upset, Manny, because like I genuinely thought like we were closer like that, man. I looked at you almost like family. Like Megan Thee Stallion looks at Beyonce.
Oh no, you know what? Get that? No.
What? It's ticking down. It's
You left.
Megan Thee Stallion says her friendship with Beyonce is like family. Megan
Hold on.
Thee Stallion is getting
But,
candid
you
for
know-
Variety's Power of Young Hollywood issue, where she revealed her relationship with Beyonce has felt natural since the moment they met.
You know what?
She
Check.
doesn't look like a horse.
Get what? Look, like
Aye, she does.
Megan Thee Stallion, I think "the" was just a typo and she couldn't find the backspace key.
Somebody already had Megan Thee Stallion as the username. And Yangi, we don't comment on how people look like horses or not. How dare you? Beyonce is
Alright, calm down,
a well-known,
fucking Sarah Jessica Parker.
star-studded fucking celebrity. Okay, don't ever mock Beyonce's looks on this show.
And now hoof it.
Bey is queen. Is she
We talk
not?
about how Megan Stallion.
Honestly, can we just turn her into glue at this point?
I'm gonna be honest. Megan Stallion kind of looks like a chubbier version of Cardi B in that photo.
Just take her to Tesco and have her become a beef burger.
Well, it looks like a more healthy version of Cardi B, to be honest. But that's
Tesco's value spaghetti bolognese, mate.
Like, do I know a farmer version of Cardi B? Cardigan.
Farmer version.
Hardboard B.
Cardigan.
Well, just before Manny does lose his nut, I suppose I better go and plug my phone in before Manny goes and commits Suicide Squad, just like Rocksteady announced.
I'm leaving. Fuck this.
Or should I say,
Aye.
fuck this?
No, yeah. No.
Rocksteady teases new Suicide Squad game on Thursday. The creators of the Batman Arkham series announced that a Suicide Squad game was on the way, with more details to be revealed on the DC Fandom event.
Did Suicide Squad actually do that well in the first place?
What do you mean?
Just in general.
Well, like the comic series. This isn't related to the film.
No, I know it's not related to the film.
The film didn't do too bad, actually.
I do have to say, anybody actually know what the fandom is? I've seen this spangly looking CGI trailer, and I watched the whole thing, and I was none the wiser having watched the trailer as it was before the bloody trailer.
What, for fandom? I don't know either.
What is it?
DC are pretty shite. They're kind of weird fan gesture events.
It's just a giant dome filled with printed out OnlyFans pictures.
They had an app not long ago that was for DC fans only, and it was just really confusing. It was just like random shit. Basically, it was just an excuse for them to interview a bunch of people who are on the endless roster of CW shows, and people that are involved in the comic books and stuff, and then just make endless content out of it. But it wasn't. It was that. Even the way I said that with the lackluster was more interesting than what it actually was.
Wow.
But, well, you know, speaking of celebrity content and stuff, so you want something more interesting, more shocking than Rocksteady doing a Suicide Squad? How about the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is going to be in a castle in the UK?
I want your transitions.
Yay!
Just trying to survive Brexit.
I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. No, seriously.
My transitions are only as good as what I am afforded from my
It's rougher than my transition, and that's pretty rough.
Hey, yo, hey.
Gender jokes.
Why is that not playing? That shit should have been playing, bro.
I really hope that the castle's haunted and the ghost takes the fucking lot of them.
Oh,
the ghost takes the lot of them.
Yes. Yeah, you just
say that. I don't give a fuck. It's one less group of idiots in the world.
You just combine I'm a Celebrity with Most Haunted.
Ooh, that does sound interesting, actually.
I'm a most haunted celebrity.
If they get possessed, it could be I'm a demon, get me out of here.
Seriously, I don't want to be in his body 1 second longer.
But I get fucking cut again.
Yeah, no.
That's too far.
Yeah.
Well, is it a far fall from grace that we mentioned? Everyone's newest, favouriteest, hottest game was having a little bit of trouble because it was so fucking well liked. Fall Guys moved its moved its servers into maintenance mode as more people tried to play.
I thought that's really good.
Server issues have meant that for some players, accessing the popular Battle Royale game has proved a bigger challenge than getting a win. Which I can think of a whole hell of a lot of problems that would be way worse to have as a game dev.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, our servers are packed. We need more servers. Uh-oh.
I mean, you could be responsible for
My god, is there numbers in the chat?
No. Hold on a second, let's fucking dog out the room again.
Welcome, numbers. How you doing, bro? Yeah, so we were just all talking about that beforehand. Everyone who's got PS Plus has the ability to download Fall Guys for free. It's a cutesy bootsy daft crazy fucking free for all. Kind of like what would you call it, the dummy physics type stuff, but you're just like
collision physics in it, yeah.
Ragdolling.
That's it. Yeah, that's the ragdoll one. Was always thinking about dummies is something completely different. Well, I need to go back to Amber and say I apologise for my lack of transition skills, but maybe this will make up for it, as the Matrix has the Matrix has been exposed for having actually all along been exploring the trans allegory. Lily Wachowski, now one of the former Wachowski bros who co-wrote and directed The Matrix, recently confirmed that the film is actually an allegory for gender transition coming from a closeted point of view. Netflix collected some thoughts on the film's themes from a number of trans writers and critics. Now, this may not be as easy to believe. You know, it's almost like a J.K. Rowling kind of thing, like after the fact. Oh yeah, the film's all about that. But when you actually factor in the Bryan Singer, famous possible alleged sexual assault director, but also the guy who was helming the original X-Men films, says that the entire point of those X-Men films was actually about gay rights.
I'm just like, okay, cool, but I just enjoyed the movie.
I want to know how. I want an actual breakdown
Well,
of how
I can,
the Matrix
it's
is
the
about.
whole. I can see the whole. It's the mutant rights idea kind of thing.
The X-Men, though.
Yeah, but
you
X-Men,
know,
you can see the direct thingy, but where the fuck is the Matrix?
The Matrix is supposed to be escaping the inescapable, unseeable cell that everybody puts themselves into.
Is that something to do with incels? I don't.
And the cell is gender.
Yeah, the cell could be anything really, but yeah, totally.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm just like, just watch the movie, man.
That's just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, does everything have to be broken into various bits, pieces, and dissect?
I mean,
Are we
if you
not
watch
just
Shut
like
Island,
enjoying
try and dissect that
anymore?
movie, it's fucking incredible.
I mean, one of these days somebody's going to come along and say that the Muppets is about struggle or something. You know?
Well, yeah, well.
It is. It's about relationship struggles between like Miss Piggy and fucking Kermit.
Oh, that was an abusive relationship on both sides right there.
Yeah, household abuse, no bother on that.
Well, speaking of abuse, lots of fucking TV goers and terrestrial viewers felt abused the other day there, as they were treated to the oddest fucking situation where they aired Total Wipeout, but because it had Richard Hammond in it, they dubbed over all the bits with Richard Hammond.
What's the issue with Richard Hammond?
Richard Hammond, famous in Top Gear.
Because
Yeah, that's why they dubbed it, because he was in a car crash. No, it's because he fucking Top Gear famously kind of stuck the middle finger up to BBC after they got rid of Clarkson for his abusive ways. But
that wasn't Richard Hammond.
Yeah, but Richard Hammond done all the voiceovers for, done all the voice bits for Total Wipeout and done the interviews in between some of the original seasons. So they cut him out and overdubbed it with Paddy McGuinness.
I seem to remember after Top Gear went away, went changed and all the rest of it, the guy left.
When you were young, did you ever watch?
Yangy, Zenbox talking, bro. So,
he did some sort of science documentary things for the Beeb. After that, though, didn't he? That seems like cart before the horse.
That'll get dubbed over as well, and they'll CG in somebody else's face on his body.
I was gonna say, when you were young, did you ever watch fucking Richard Hammond's Blast Lab?
No.
I was old when that was on.
I saw one, but it was alright.
I remember him doing some weird science-y type shit on Sky or something at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Brainiac. That was alright,
Yeah, it was alright. It was, yeah. I liked the acting better than anything
that's John Tickle geezer from Big Brother.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Gearies and Leads, I do declare this the end of the Twitter Moments segment, but do not despair, we still have another couple of segments to go here. Alright.
Oh, more segments?
Yeah, it's like an everlasting Terry's chocolate orange.
That's it, exactly. Just got to keep peeling. It's going to get better and better until eventually you feel full to the brim and sick to your stomach. I like that. That's
and Manny's like, don't say sick to your stomach.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
Nice. But what is nice to see is everyone taking part in the grand old competition for the yen off. As within the Fort Chronicles Discord, you can gamble and claim your daily 2,500 yen in the Y Dump segment. And therefore, we're going to go ahead and riff off who's at the top 5. As ever, still too many numbers. with 750,000. You little shit. Grandmaster Tech with 27,531 yen.
Specific number.
Vanessa Rue swooping in with 2,500. I keep saying this wrong. 25,200. Yangi and with a clean 19,000, and Aber swooping in out of nowhere with 16,200. Now, as promised, I will be issuing a smorgasbord of prizes for us next week for you to either decide to spend some of your points on, spend all of your points on, or spend none of your points on. I cannot guarantee these will be prizes that everyone will want. Some will be absolute smeg, some will be just pure tat I've found around my house, but you know, one person's
another man's
junk
treasure.
is another man's treasure. That's the stuff, yeah. Zenbook, that's the one. So make sure you get yourselves in there and around the fucking yen dub. All the commands are up in bot commands at the top, but just be sure not to hit percent flip all like I did.
I was wondering why you had nothing.
Get everything and lose it all at one point. Yeah. Well, I had one of those weird streaks where I was catching on numbers pretty fast, and then eventually
Did you just flip all? You done flip all a few times, about 400k, then you flipped all and lost it all.
yeah, because I'd lost like so much when I was literally on that bad run. I think the bot fucking hates me, but that's fine because I've concocted a cunning plan.
Bot's got a boyfriend
to
already,
give me
mate.
your yen for prizes. And then numbers, I will be top of the leaderboard numbers. I told you I was coming for you.
Trev, the only thing I'm giving you is a middle finger right now.
And it's only a half-arse middle finger because he's not got the energy to raise it all the way.
Don't threaten me with your fingers. That's kind of I'm not into that,
I
bro.
was gonna say, how would it feel to actually talk for once?
I know, man. He'll use at least 2 or 3 fingers. Like, come on.
We don't say 3 fingers. That's not. It's not.
Oh, my granddad's only got 3 fingers. Yeah, I talk to him like that. Lost in a factory accident, and I'm not lying.
That's why it's not even funny, but it is.
My father-in-law's actually missed a bit of one of his fingers. He had to retune his guitar.
God damn. Okay.
My
Mutilation
granddad beat him
squad.
for it.
Wow. Well, that's pretty personal and deep information there, Tony, but I think there'll be just as deep and personal time as ever to find out what's going on in everyone's content and fucking career-based lives under this quarantine fucking sunshine. So, kicking us off, Amber, how's the drawing going? How is the art going?
What?
Yeah, any closer to streaming, or you? I seen you were talking with some of the indie Scots about the possibility of doing a doodle stream.
Well, you're gonna have to wait near the end of the year where I'm actually on hormones.
Good stuff. Okay, and what's cracking, bro? You got any other gigs coming up? You got anything lined up?
Maybe live stream next week would be good.
Nice. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. Manny, how's the stream been going? What you got cracking? I know you were doing the quiz on Friday there. How did you enjoy that? Good. Okay, I'll be sure to pass that on. 2 minute numbers. What's cracking, bro? You still ball deep in 5M?
And new graphics card soon. And
fuck off.
What? Okay, you 5M? No, new graphics card soon.
Drop
So I
my
can
fucking bottle of water.
I'll get a new graphics card so then I can fucking start streaming again, and I've also made £4 from streaming, so I'm quite happy.
Nice.
Numbers,
Congratulations, man.
4 quid.
£4.
Yes.
On a completely unrelated note, Gunky's only 4 quid.
No.
You have enough for half a fiddle.
Zenbook, what you got coming up, man?
Just recently did a video the other day, which was a live watch along and review of the Sony
State of Play. Fucking banging, wasn't it?
Some point fairly soon when I can get a bit of space cleared. I've got a new Gundam kit, so I'm gonna stream the building of that. I'm not sure which platform I'm going to do it on. I might do it on Instagram, might do it on Twitter, might do it on Twitch, who knows? But at some point,
It's a Gundam. Holy shit! Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Stay
God
a play,
Gundam.
man. Stay a play, Miller. Stay to you.
Yeah, it's a God Gundam. It's a 1 to 60 scale. So no, it's not 1 to 60 scale. It's a 1 to 100. So it's not a big boy, but it's the medium big boy.
Dynasty Warriors.
Say that again, man. Is it?
My favourite Gundam is the one that they made specifically for Dynasty Warriors.
You're such a fucking weep. Oh my god.
The Samurai Gundam, it was fucking awesome. Like.
Have you seen the one in Japan that is finally like bending its legs and flipping the finger and junk?
Yeah, it made me wet.
I know.
Much like the bottle of water he dropped.
Hey.
Also true tech.
Yangi, what you got cooking, man? How's the writing going?
I'm considering streaming, writing a concept article up actually, which might be interesting.
If your internet can handle it, that'd be pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it can handle me, you know, basically just sharing my screens with a Word document. That'll be easy
Don't
enough,
ever
right?
underestimate the internet, buddy.
Is this underestimating or overestimating? Let's be real.
Yeah, you a petty bastard.
Yeah, shit. Speaking of the fucking state of play, man, Shenzhen Impact. That was my shit. I really fucking enjoyed that. And speaking of which, I've also been enjoying the 4-hour breakdown by the Right Opinion on YouTube, where he's breaking down a certain Nikocado Avocados
I should just break down
downfall from
Oh,
grace.
that fucking prick. Ooh, welcome to the Right Opinion. Oh, fucking boil your hijab, wank.
Welcome to the Right Opinion.
I actually used to enjoy watching him. And then he made the mistake of going after a YouTuber that I enjoyed that did fuck all wrong. And he was smart enough to delete the video before it got nationwide attention.
Are you saying Anisian done nothing wrong?
No, Mason did everything. But the Right Opinion can go fuck himself.
Who'd he go for?
Oxford. He dug up Oxford on shit that's happened in his past.
Yeah, I've heard a bit about that.
He tried to dig him up about shit that's skeletons in his closet.
Yeah.
And mate, that's in his past. Fucking forget it. Move on. You absolute melon. You fucking tumlet of a human being.
It's funny because there's been a few folk that's been trying to dig up shit for folks past, and I've actually got basically huckled for it because somebody's turned around and went, you can't they were underage when they did that, right?
Yeah.
And you're posting about that, about what they did in the past when they were underage, so technically they can sue you. Yeah, it's like,
They technically about it, they can 100% sue you.
Exactly.
So we definitely know what Manny hasn't been watching. What you been watching or indulging in this past week, bro?
Bob.
Thanks for that. That's filth, and you're going to hell for that. Amber, what you been watching or reading or listening to? Anything interesting this week?
Porn.
Okay. And tonight, what's give me something? Give me anything other than the filth and debauchery and deviancy.
I watched Dr. Disrespect and I've been listening to music.
Good. That's wholesome, decent answers, people.
And
yeah.
porn.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake! God damn it, you fucking filth mongers! Numbers, please tell me you're a bit more of a godly child, a man of God.
I've not been watching anything.
It's a man of God here.
Like them.
I don't remember sending anybody.
5N. Oh wow. Zembo, you been watching anything interesting or listening to anything interesting?
I just listen to lots and lots of different podcasts, but the one thing I want to try and find, apparently somewhere out there, there's the first episode of Star Trek Below Decks. So I fancy finding that and getting that a squash.
There is, but we shan't mention what you have to do to go and find it.
No,
but there is,
yeah.
But there is, and it's quite funny.
Yangi, what you been watching or listening to, or
A YouTuber recently discovered called Circle Toons HD. He's really funny.
Circle what HD?
Toons.
Circle Toons HD. They're an animation channel, yeah.
Yeah. It just top. It's just like fucking.
If you're gonna say animation porn, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Don't
like
you
a
dare.
minute-long skits, and he talks about his favourite kind of porn.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, kiddies and lads, no one cares what myself and Tech have been listening to or paying attention to, really. So, nah, I'm not kidding, Tech. What you been doing this week? What you been paying attention to? If anything?
Well, let me just rhyme off this huge long list of just complaining about the complete similarities between the TV show Dark and the Umbrella Academy. That's pretty much
You're
it.
not 100% right. We don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, Manny, I'm just going to cut you saying, "Oh, Priv, you're 100% right," and I'm going to use that as a sound bite for the rest of my life. So whenever I say something, I'm just going to drop that. So thanks for that, sweetheart. Much appreciated. Much obliged. Yeah, what Dark is like Umbrella Academy's like Dark. You said season 2's ripping off Dark.
No, there's certain aspects of both of them that they've played on the whole time travel story thing, and there's not much you can do with time travel where you're practically copying somebody else, but there's a couple of specific things within both the series that happens and you're just like, that's exactly the same. Are you guys just got the same writers or something? I'm not going to give anything away in case anybody's watching them, but
so like,
I don't think so, because Dark's foreign, isn't it?
it is, but I don't want to give it away because it would be spoilers.
I mean, I don't know much about Dark, but I fucking really, I don't know how the fuck it's anything like Umbrella Academy, but...
Well, does anybody here care about spoilers? Is anybody watching them?
Yeah, don't you care? I've not seen season 2.
It's finished. The Umbrella Academy.
You finished
I think that was a sentence.
Fucking hell.
I tell you what, if you want darkness, there's this wee YouTube channel out there, and basically it's just made with this one lassie in a wee production team, and she did a bunch of videos where she's basically been Wednesday Asms once she's grown up, and they're bloody brilliant.
Oh yeah, I know what one you're talking about. Yeah, it's really funny. Like,
Wednesday Addams actor's 40 now, which is fucking wild.
She'd get it.
Christina Ricci.
Wow. She'd get it.
She also kissed a ghost.
Oh no!
She gets a ghost.
These are so aggressively fucking. What's the word? Christian, that's the word.
Christian? No, sir, I'm just not a fucking deviant. Talking about kissing ghosts and all sorts.
I didn't say anything about kissing ghosts.
So somebody else did. And porn, filth. Fucking disgusting. Rots your brain and your crotch, your knickers.
But you're forgetting the Avenue Q. You know, the internet is for porn. The internet is for porn. Grab your dick and double click. Porn.
What the fuck?
If you've never seen that, you've never been on the internet, Prib.
What the fuck are these goddamn fucking nursery rhymes about porn you've got?
The internet is for porn.
It's brilliant, man. Honest to God.
On that note, Gary's lids, I think we'll call this an official end to it. I'd say we've rubbed one out in regards to here, folks. Knuckled one off into the fucking ether, and I would like to thank absolutely everybody in the chat for joining us this week. Amber, thanks very much for joining us again, pal. It's good to have you. And today, of course, it's always a fucking pleasure, my man. I'm really glad you fucking spared some time for Rocket League and teammates to come join us. Manny, you're a big fucking wetty, but as ever, it's a huge pleasure to have you. Numbers, like, again, just your legend numbers. The legend that is numbers. What can you say with numbers, really, in all honesty? And of course, last but never least, Zembok. Making sure that I'm definitely feel not too old on this podcast. You and me, buddy. Team Boomer to the end. Thanks very much. So, and of course, thank you, our illustrious guest, Grandmaster. co-host, sorry.
Oh, what?
I was just making sure you were still listening. Grandmaster Tech and Yangi Young. And until next time, folks, this has been the Unmonetisables, official podcast of the Folk Chronicles. Captain Privilege, signing off. Closing hail frequencies, ending communications.
Fucking witty.
Delayed reaction or what?
Fucking.